Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Glad you guys could make the show tonight. We're gonna have a protoss night, which I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for since we've been doing so many Zerg shows. But hopefully we can start doing some more protoss and Terran shows in the near future. But we've got a special treat. We've got two guys that have been on the show in the past, and they're really great, good guys, and somewhat under the radar, somewhat they're kind of right on the fence of being popular and right on and under the radar. So it's always really fun to have both iSAxslav and vVvRocker on. Both guys have really great minds when it comes to the strategy in the game. So it'll be really great to have them on talking strategy tonight. So let's get this started. Welcome to episode 26 of ChanmanV's Pro Corner, where programmers come and show us how it's done. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do I call it a pro-pro dual coaching format, which is it's kind of like the protoss panel, except for instead of going over replays with the two guests, we're going to actually have them play live games. And what they'll do is they'll each take turns playing a live game against a Zerg playing partner, and the other will basically critique and comment and just kind of point a few things out, and just a lot of collaboration and trying to get better, and teaching us viewers at the same time. So that should be a lot of fun. And another thing about the show, today we're going to be doing our first giveaway for the show. And the giveaway will be a man pack from manpacks.com. And if you're wondering what a man pack is, please go to manpacks.com and you can check it out. It's actually like this bundle of just necessities. Like if you're like me or most guys or gamers, you don't like to go run to Target or Walmart or whatever and go buy like all these necessities like T-shirts and boxers and stuff. So manpacks.com has this awesome solution about just delivering it to you, and it's kind of like a Netflix for essentials, which is kind of neat actually. So we're going to be giving away a bundle. The bundle's worth $70, and the way that you can enter the giveaway is follow me on Twitter, follow me on that account right there at ChanmanV, and if you're already following me, retweet the tweet that I'm about to tweet right. Oh, I just tweeted, so retweet my latest tweet, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. And at the very end of the show, I'll just randomly pick one of the people that have either followed me or retweeted tonight, and I'll get in touch with you, and you will be sent that $70 man pack, which will be really, really cool. But so definitely do that. Tell your friends, tell anybody else, because we're probably gonna be doing this this show and the next two shows. And Manpacks was nice enough to give us 3 to give away. So great guys over there. So check it out, and it's a kind of a funny and essential kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. So okay, at this time, let me pull on iSAxslav and vVvRocker, and then we can see what those guys have been up to. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much. Ready to work on my PVZ a good amount there.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Colby, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. So, just want to start off the show kind of like usual. Just kind of want to see what you guys have been up to, and maybe get a sense of how MLG was, because it looked pretty darn. It looked like an awesome tournament for us watching online. So
yeah.
Why don't we start with you, actually?
Yeah, MLG was actually really cool as far as the setup, the view, and the way they took care of their players was amazing. I didn't do as well as I wanted to. It was both my series. I won the first game pretty convincingly. In the second game, in both the series, I had it won basically, and there's almost no way for me to lose the second game. But I found the one way I could possibly.
Oh no, I missed that one. Really?
Victory. Yeah.
Oh man.
And so both the series were fought in April. I really should have won, and I was practicing and I was in good shape, and I was playing well up until. I was playing well in the first game, both series, and the second game I was playing well until all of a sudden I did everything wrong, and then third game, so I was just kind of frustrated from the second game, so I played kind of poorly those two. So
live and learn, right?
yeah, kind of a disappointing tournament as far as my play, because I know I should have won the series, but right. It's
But I'll keep you motivated for the Winter Championship right at the end of this month.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure
is
if
that
I'll be
there?
good yet.
Okay.
Columbus, and that's really expensive for me to get over there. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
right, probably not gonna make it, but I might be able to do it. We'll see.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be awesome to see you there. How about you, Colby? What you been up to? And what's the next event that you're going to be at?
So far for sure is just Anaheim.
Okay.
I'm not too sure about the other ones, and I've been working a lot and playing as much as I can.
Awesome. Sounds good. So yeah, so tonight we're going to be doing PvZ, which I know seems to be a very talked about matchup these days, and I know a lot of people want to talk about the patch and how it's affected the matchup, and some people actually don't think it's affected it at all, and some people do. So I kind of wanted to get y'all's opinion on that first, and particularly, obviously, the Phoenix change. Do you guys think that it's made a big impact on the matchup, or has it not made an impact at all?
I don't think it's made any impact at all. The Phoenix change impacts both other matchups more than PvZ.
Oh wow!
Just
okay.
because, yeah, definitely. I mean, the PvZ is the one matchup where you can never actually mass Phoenix. Like, if you get more than you can get a handful, but any more than that, and you're just asking to lose as soon as they build it in faster. So, an upgrade's only worth it if you mass them, and there's no such thing as a viable like mass Phoenix build against Zerg. So, it doesn't change it at all.
That's so funny because it sounded like the purpose of that change was for this matchup, and Zerg's going meter. That's
it
funny.
doesn't make sense to me because
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're gonna invest, like, if you have the resources to get the fleet beacon, a bunch of phoenixes, and a range upgrade, you have the resources to get Storm and Templar, which is just infinitely better anyway. So
Right.
um,
Okay, what do you think, Rocker?
I totally agree with everything he just said. I actually haven't even used it yet, but I mean, just Blink and Storm's just way easier to transition off of. Phoenix, you're kind of committed to going air, whether that's carrier or void rays, and
Right.
just too many different windows that can be exploited. I don't really like it.
Okay. So in the matchup right now, I kind of wanted to get a sense. Like we're going to start in just a second, but I wanted to kind of ask each of y'all what y'all's preferred strategy is right now in the metagame. Like, what do you like? Do you like to go with early 2-base pressure, like kind of I know MC likes to do nowadays, or are you just playing for more of a long-term macro? You want to get to the like a mothership type of scenario.
I tend to be more of a turtle player, so I mean, I'll throw in a couple 2-base timings, but I'm pretty passive and don't really do anything except sit back and try to build a Doom army
Right,
for the most
right.
part.
Nothing wrong with that, man. How about you, Colby? Rocker?
I'm pretty much the same. I like to aggressively expand as well as warp prism harass,
Right.
and that normally gives me the vision to where if I can go out and kill him, I will. If he's just sticking on roaches or whatever he's doing. Then, I don't know. I just like to play the macro and see what he's doing and adjust from there.
Okay, cool. Well, why don't we see this in action? Why don't we join the game and let's get some games started? And it's kind of good that y'all both kind of play somewhat similar, so that you guys can. I'm sure you guys practice a lot. You guys practiced before, so this will be pretty normal for you guys, I bet.
Yeah.
So what's a good map to start on? You guys have any preference?
Any MLG map.
Okay, so how about let's go with Daybreak. Sound good?
Yeah.
Great,
Pretty good map. Yeah, pretty good macro map here. Oh, LZ. Oh, Jake's online too. So okay, so Toxic's first here.
Yeah, Jake already agreed to playing some.
Okay, so we'll just switch out. Everybody will get a turn here. I'll let Jake watch if he wants. Oh, I can't invite Toxic. Gosh, he just doesn't want me to do anything with him. Oh, there he is. Is he in here? Oh no, it says I invited him, but okay.
Tell him to join off
yeah.
me.
Yeah, it'd be easier. But okay, so why don't we start off with Colby, you playing first,
Sure.
and then me and Nick will just well, Nick will comment, and I will just narrate, or just moderate, basically. Here we go. Let me switch over. All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So is there anything about this map that's worth noting? I mean, it's obviously a very good macro map, given the...
Yeah.
But is there anything else that you think maybe viewers, might not know that might be pretty cool to point out?
This map is actually pretty common for protoss to do heavy 2-base pressure builds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of chokes on it, so you can push through. Like, especially a lot of people like, let's say, if you spawn at the bottom left, you kind of go along the bottom part of the map, then you hit the third from the bottom right.
Oh, wow.
And, with force fields, you can get some pretty good chokes. So 2-base pressure is actually really common on this map. But I actually like taking a fast third here as well, because if you gateway walling that back of the third, it's a decent distance between natural and third, but it's not too bad. It's a little bit harder than metal to hold the third, but it's not much harder than metal. So it's
Okay.
pretty similar to that.
Great.
It's really easy to forge Expo here too.
Okay. So do both of you guys always forge Expo, or do you ever go Nexus first?
Always is a strong word.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Metalopolis is, I don't know. Forge expanding on Metalopolis just seems crazy.
Yeah, that's probably agreed by a lot of protoss players.
I've switched to Forge Expoing on every map.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Even Metalopolis?
Yeah, even metal. The latter version I didn't like it because of the gold, but the MLG version there's no gold there, so.
Do you add a cannon, or what do you do?
Yeah, I just make 2 cannons. I make one in the front and one in the back, and I wall off the back minerals. And yeah, Owens can be a little tricky there, but.
Roaches ever give you a hard time? Whenever I forge expand on Metalopolis, I make 3 cannons. So that's why I don't really like doing it.
I think 3 is too many. Even with 3, you're not going to stop roaches with the cannons anyway. You kind of need to either get out of void or a stalker. If it's like 1-base roach, you have to get out of stalker and hope you can micro really well.
One stalker?
Well, I mean, often you'll see it coming time to get cannons behind an Nexus, but they can always, on a map like Metal, or any map using Nexus and Wall, they can always just run and kill like the one cannon that's one of the cannons, and even if you're like 4, they'll just kill one that's in one spot, and then they'll have a spot where they can shoot the Nexus.
Oh, right.
And a lot of times you actually end up losing a Nexus, but you're not always dead. They did like a 1-base roach, and you can afford to lose a Nexus and be okay sometimes. But no, it is tough, but I just really hate doing non-Forge Expo builds against Zerg, so.
Well, you know what? Like, why don't we do that once tonight? Why don't we have one of them go 1-base roach on metal and have you show us?
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool, I think, for people to see. Okay. All right, so blocking. So I know your brother likes to throw down cannons here, Colby. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It's his style. I don't like wasting the minerals.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I for a while I was doing that too.
And, yeah, I remember last time you were on. You were at least throwing down one.
But I played a lot of games recently where I think it slows you down. I think it's really good if the Zerg waits if they wait to clear that area out before they expand there. But a lot of Zergs, they'll just go ahead and they'll send 3 drones, cancel a cannon, then they'll just build a hatchery at the third, right?
Right.
And then you're like, well, I invested. Yeah, the pylon canceling is worth them pulling the drones, but you also had to build a pylon there and let that pylon finish, and then that pylon is useless if they take the hatch somewhere else, right? So I just kind of stopped doing that. I still, I might put a pylon and cancel it, something like that, but to let it finish is good if the Zerg doesn't react by taking the hatchery somewhere else, but.
I see.
So on some maps where it's where you can really easily cannon behind the minerals at a third, maybe it's good. I've kind of turned against it a bit lately.
There's some maps where you can, like, basically the space between the Nexus and the mineral patch, or the space between the, I guess the pylon and the mineral patches, you can just like line on line like 3 cannons there sometimes, which is like really hard to kill in time, right? But
they don't really. Are you talking about at the third or the natural?
not the natural, but I guess that's always after like, if they don't react in time with the 3 drones. So I guess that's
Yeah,
a move.
or even then, they can just take the 3rd and let you take that position and
Yeah,
spend 600
you're right.
minerals, right?
You're right.
Yeah. So
Okay, so we got 2 gates and a cyber. Okay, so what are you planning on here, Colby? Like,
I
probably.
like to get vision with my Zealot, so I'm going to take a fast 3rd.
Okay.
If I don't see speedlings or roaches on the way to me, it's pretty much safe to go.
Okay.
Because if you see either or of those with no gas early,
Mhm.
kind of means aggression. If not, it means he's expanding again.
Okay.
this is a kind of interesting build I like. I almost never do this. I usually get the gas faster, but getting that 2nd gate fast lets you put on zealot pressure before warp gate, which is pretty cool.
You know, I've always been meaning to ask you guys, like, you know, before in the past, people would always make a stalker, like, with the zealot, just because, you know, stalker's obviously faster and can, you know, just for scouting purposes or whatever. It was always interesting. Why have people stopped doing that? Like, people only build zealots nowadays.
Stalker's expensive and it's bad against Zerglings, which is the only unit Zerg has already.
It's okay. Even
I
slow
mean,
ones?
the people. Yeah, even slowlings, it's still not like on creep. It's not going to be do anything.
Okay.
And if you're off creep, then they'll just ignore you. That's why you see people do that when they want to do like when Huck does his 8 gate.
Right.
And that's because they're going to stay off creep because they're just trying to power up a super close proxy pylon really early. So he goes like Zealot Stalker, right?
Right.
But if you're not going to go all in, you're just trying to put on some pressure. You can't really put on pressure with a Stalker, right?
Okay.
And it costs you a lot of
Oh
gas.
my god, you're gonna do so much damage here.
Really nice.
Insane. Damn it. That queen's dead. Oh, maybe not.
This is a build I have to steal because this is something Zergs aren't ready for the Zealots this early. This is really nice.
Upgrade complete.
Kind of stopping control, but
I mean, you made him definitely did the damage. Make
Okay.
it worth it, I think.
Yeah, so talk to me about that. Like what was the intent of that attack there? Besides the obviously, you know, killing drones and stuff, but I mean, what would be the least amount that you'd be happy with there?
the least amount.
Like result.
I'm honestly fine with killing wings. It's fine as long as I micro it correctly. I should be able to do it to where it's cost efficient.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then they get early roaches, you just run away.
Right.
It's all to cover the 3rd, is what it looks like.
I see. So just to keep him distracted while you get your 3rd completely defended.
Did he really just miss the dark shine? That's a lucky break.
Did he? Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I think he did actually. Okay, going after the forge is pretty normal.
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
It's a little bit risky to attack before adding a lot more gateways. But, I mean,
You finished it.
hold this,
Yeah, you
you hold
finished
this
the-
with GP is fine, so. Actually, there's overseer there, never mind.
Yeah, that,
If he keeps rallying, guys, this will be tricky. Oh, losing a Psychor is the worst.
yeah, it's not looking good.
Kind of fun way to snipe that overseer to buy some time or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There's no way you can beat that army.
They're gonna do so much
Yeah.
damage even if you get DPs in here, so
Yeah.
probably GG, right?
One thing
Yeah,
that'd be cool to add to
Just
this.
so on my gates. I
Why
had
did
the
you have-
gas for the sentries too.
Yeah, you did.
Where all my cannons are, they're my natural, so it kind of hurts.
In the 3rd, yeah. While you're doing that Zealot attack, maybe if you can sneak a probe to the top left, because even if you take a lot of damage, if you can DP counter during it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm here in the shadows.
Okay.
Roaches are tough.
Yeah, they are. So what are the, I guess the key things there?
I just played bad. I didn't execute my build. I was talking too much. Like Nick
Okay.
was saying, I didn't have any gateways, but I had the gas and money for gateways, so it's like I just played bad.
Right. Okay. Why don't we rerun that map? We'll just kind of have each of y'all go once on a map. Okay. All right. Just create the game. Calendar's in here. Let's see who else. All right. Well, Toxic play one more. All right, let me get started. Everybody ready?
Yeah. That build looked pretty fun though. Maybe So
It's
I could
good if
either
you don't only have 4 gates.
yeah. I could either you could add extra gates to make a wall at the third. You could get away with less cannons probably.
Okay. Here we
So I could try that, or I could play. Usually on this map, I do a really fast third, like one void ray to take map control and see roaches coming at me, and then take a fast third. But I like kind of that build too.
Yeah, just pick whichever you want to do. You know.
Maybe I think we
it's
could
good.
combine the two. I really like that Zell attack, so combining that, but following it up with a void ray to help just make the third a little bit easier to hold, so you don't have to get so many gateways. And just get some little bit of map presence.
So those first 5 zealots all came from those 2 gateways,
Yep.
right? Mm-hmm.
So Colby, when did you add in the second gateway with that?
You do it pretty early, before the first one finishes.
Construct additional
Okay.
pylons.
Kind of depends on how you want to do your wall, though.
For those viewers just joining in, what we're doing here is we're having iSAxslav and vVvRocker both take turns playing some games to get some playing partners, and while the other kind of comments and critiques, or both of them kind of talk and comment and critique about the game. Okay, so
I should have done something different. Toxic just knows to metagame me.
yeah, he does. I bet.
Should have just went for like a double Stargate Void Ray all in or something. Oh crap! No.
It's okay.
Void
I
rays
mean,
are pretty good. That'd actually be pretty good follow up to that Zeld attack, right? Because a lot of people are going to overmake roaches.
Yeah, it's true.
Then as
Yeah.
long as you get the void rays out in time, so you don't die.
Well, really, double Stargate build is good versus any Zerg that doesn't Overlord Scout, and he didn't Overlord Scout, so.
It's pretty hard to Overlord Scout on this map, right? I mean, it's such a long ways.
No, I mean
Two-player map, it's
they all
never
get
hard to
there.
Overlord
Yeah,
Scout.
exactly. They're all going to get there. in
Yeah,
time.
that's true. Okay, so I'm thinking against Terran. Terran is so impossible to get a scout on this map,
Well,
Yeah.
As soon as Terra makes it Marine, they're on scout.
but exactly. But protoss.
Especially versus a Forge Expand, though, there's really no reason for a Zerg not to have a good Scout.
Probes are under
That's true.
attack.
Like, that's just being lazy. Versus
Yeah.
a Forge Expand, the Stalker can't come out for a long time.
Right,
So-
that's true, man.
You get
There it
the
is.
gas before the second gate, right?
No, I definitely
Ah.
get another pylon earlier, though. Oh, yeah, there it is, never mind. Yeah, I do.
Your
I get the
probes
gas.
are under attack.
I
And then,
found
like,
him.
now is when I'll be starting a gate.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I never stop probes, so you fit the gate in after the probes are continuously
And then you delay the psych orbit, or
going. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I continue the Zealots, and then just, again, get this Psychor pretty much when it can.
Probably before the next two zealots.
Yeah, you can fit it now.
Probes are under attack. for hire.
Yeah.
Your probes are under attack.
You got 100 chrono, Nick.
Your
Time
Yeah.
to go crazy.
He's got to go ape shit on you.
probes are under attack.
No, I meant like chrono crazy.
I know.
I don't feel like I can afford the chrono probes with this build right now. I was waiting for the zealots, but I should have balanced the chrono better because I used the chrono on the wrong nexus early.
Well, the thing is,
I think.
I do this build pretty much. Those are scouting zealots, so they're always being chronoed out probes. Like it's definitely an economy build.
Okay.
Oh, so you never chrono those. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
probably
I
what
never
off-
chrono zealots.
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense.
You must construct
That makes a
additional
lot of
pylons.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you can
didn't
tell
really
Nick's
do-
doing this build for the first time for sure.
Didn't do it correctly, but that's all right. We'll just do a 4 zealot. 4 zealot thing, and it'll work out.
Yeah. And the purpose of it is just to get some kind of trade, make them build units, that type of thing.
Well, if you position your zealots correctly and micro them correctly, it should be cost efficient. Really, that all that is hugging the walls and attack, move back, that kind of micro.
Right. I gotcha. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay, 2 spines there. That's cool. Should force that. Got a couple drones here.
yeah.
Got a drone or 2 here. That's good. Oh, I might get that queen. Oh, that'd be huge.
We cannot hold.
There we go. Yeah, that was a good attack. For 4 zealots,
Yeah,
pretty good
see, he
attack.
was only 3 lings away from being perfectly even.
Money-wise, but he actually killed drones, which are,
Yeah, very true.
yeah, potential income too. So that was,
And there's a spine
good.
crawlers too, which I mean, it's not like this build. I guess they're intended to not really do anything pressure-wise.
so Rocker, should their nexus have been going up during that attack, or
Yeah, definitely.
okay? Yes, it's a little late.
But he's doing his own version. So
Right.
as
That's true. Yeah.
he's got the Stargate going, which is really, really safe. I like it. It's a very good version of this.
It definitely protects against that roach laying all in.
Your probes
Yeah.
are
A lot
under
better.
attack. Research complete.
Can you take that cannon? No, he can't. No, that sentry for sure.
He could have gone it right at the bat if he was more on top of things.
He's used to Rocker's build. He's like, Nexus isn't there already?
Yeah, this is a little bit more, I guess, safe, but
Yeah.
not as economically strong.
Well, the sad part too is I never lose to roach spamming. Like, if I have enough gates, I'm totally fine. Which I didn't have half as many as needed.
Yeah, it's just, obviously talking, being distracted, that's definitely going to happen tonight. All my viewers get it for sure. They're used to it now. Okay, so the Void Ray's on the map, and it's just for scouting purposes, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I should send it into the main in a second just to see if he's going Mutalisk. Yeah, I'm kind of scared about Mutalisk right now.
If he is
Yeah.
going mutas, how do you?
Just get a lot of blink stalkers and cannons. I almost assume Mutas. Yeah, Storm later. I don't feel I can really go straight to it.
Gotcha.
Once you have 3 base established, mutas isn't that scary.
Yeah, the hard part is just once you like stabilize, you're set.
Yeah.
If it wasn't mutas, what would you be doing?
Roach Infestor probably, or maybe some people might can go straight to Hive.
No, I mean, what
so-
would you be doing?
Oh, I'd be getting Robo.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna get a Robo anyway, actually, just to. I'm still.
Yeah, I don't believe the robo is something that should ever be skipped.
Yeah.
Observers or anything.
Observers are so good against mutas up until they wisen up and add in Overseer anyways.
Right. Which I don't get why Zergs don't do more. They're so cheap for Overseers now.
All the good ones do.
Yeah.
All the green ones love doing that when they go mutas, and it makes it so much harder because you can't just put observers everywhere and know exactly where they're gonna be. You kind of just have to. Got a couple of roaches here. So I play this pretty passive. That's just kind of what I Roach Hydra. So Roach Hydra, I like to go double robo.
Okay. Looks like he's heading, or something's headed to your third. Okay, just a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Looks like it's going there. There's lots of stuff.
I'm here in the shadows.
Okay, this will be interesting. Nice force fields.
Try to
Yeah.
keep the sentries
Wow.
back if you can.
So good.
Now he's got blink too. He can give chase if need be.
I'm not sure he wants to give chase. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be really good for you right here.
Now it's where you give chase.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
kill one wave like that. Now you give chase.
Yeah. One half dead. Now you can go up to the second half.
See, he's gonna be like, oh, I want to
Oh, look at that.
Hydra it. Yeah, you can't.
Bye bye. Bye bye,
That was really well
overseers. Yeah, it was. Those were perfect. Nice and patient force
He even
fields.
kept 2 sentries alive. Which really, that's what Zerg target fires. So if you keep any of them alive, it's really good.
Yeah, that's kind of, it took me a long time before I realized, like, why do people offensive blink like that? And then it's always just to protect the more important units. Once you
Yeah,
get to the point where you can
Oh, I see.
afford to do it.
Because they're more expendable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So good.
Like, surprisingly, if he would have killed those 2 sentries, it probably would have been worthwhile for
You must construct
Talk.
additional pylons.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, I take that back.
Is that true? That's not. I mean, he lost
Well-
so much more in
I
army
know.
value.
It's
God,
like
it was
Yeah, but
sick.
if he kept that army, like, he would just lose as soon as he get 4 Colossi out. I mean, he was almost screwed no matter what, just from going to late Roach Hydra. If you go Roach Hydra, you have to be super on top of your macro and hit, about a minute earlier. Or hit with a max army.
Yeah, because it has to be non-stop attacking, right? With
Yeah.
that army.
This is not a good map for Roach Hydra.
It's too far, and you can't creep far enough, right?
Yeah, and it's all the chokes.
Yeah.
If he was gonna do that, he had to split his army up, hit from a couple different angles.
Here we go again.
Which really,
Oh, this is really bad now.
yeah.
That was like the worst thing I could do here, but
Yeah,
move out.
I
I
think
should.
he still got it.
it's okay.
Yeah.
He's just going after the Colossi here.
He's just got a terrible army composition.
Well, he did decent there, actually.
He did. He did. That was, I had the game basically totally won easy until I did that move.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get confident if you think you can find the open, but you never want to fight in giant open here against Roach Hydra.
Okay, so he's going after your fourth.
I think
Pretty much just going to sack it, or? Well,
I might try to.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
kill this army, no
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
You might lose
Big
the Nexus
supply
and stuff, but it's well worth the army.
yeah, I see. As long as his reinforcements don't
Because
get
really,
yeah.
he's on 3 base, and as you see, it's still saturated okay. So as long as he builds the Nexus as soon as he can,
Yeah,
totally fine. Totally fine. Like, it's actually even a great engagement for iSAxslav.
yeah, this is looking like old school PvZ right here. Roach Hydra, like, probably
now that
corruptors.
Mineral field.
Corruptors and that many of them, it's almost his time to attack or to gear up for Broodlords.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an either or.
Or both.
Which both, yeah. Very true.
I think I like maxing before I attack.
So gearing up for Broodlords means Mothership?
Mothership
Okay.
and Templar, yeah.
Got it.
Mothership first, it takes forever to build.
Right.
And then later I'll get the Templar Archives once I have the extra gas. Which actually I could probably get it pretty soon.
Got it.
So
Those viewers just joining in, we're having an iSAxslav play a live game with Rocker commenting and critiquing and doing all that good stuff.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, getting that
And
fourth.
I got these two immortals should let me deal with roaches pretty easily.
Yep.
Do you still need the immortals once you have a good Colossi count?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like getting more than 4 Colossi. I think it makes Corruptors too efficient. And so if you have the Immortals, it means if they make a billion Corruptors and kill your Colossi, you still have a good way to deal with Roaches. Because Stalkers are okay, but they're they're not. I should have had a Guard Shield there too.
Yeah, 'cause if you don't have any sentries, you need immortals. If you have sentries,
Yeah.
you don't need immortals. That's pretty much how it goes.
Okay, that makes sense. The Corruptor split there.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty much,
That's over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Complete.
Losing all your corruptors and your whole army. That's a lot of gas and
Well, he maxed.
money.
Well, he's got probably enough for one more.
Yep.
He had a
But
lot
I-
of bases, so yeah.
It was on
I like how
4
he's
base for-
upgrading more from the Robo Bay as well. Warp Prism speed, very smart upgrade.
Oh, this is a good attack actually. Guys he's gonna lose.
Target the hatchery and then blink out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
That's what I was
I
gonna
didn't even
say. I
realize
just
it was
wasn't
that.
sure I should say that or not. But
That was yeah, definitely should have done that earlier. I should have just focused from the start and gotten out way faster.
Yeah, exactly. But it's alright. You got Zealots now in his main. You can
Yeah.
see he's
Oh,
either
wow, I
going
didn't
to
see that.
counterattack
Nice.
you, which pretty much makes it all in. Which now you saw he's not. He's moving back to retreat. So you could even be aggressive with the blink and maybe try and deny the
Try-
fourth.
Yeah, yeah. That would probably be a good move. I'm just playing. I always edge on the more passive side, but I definitely had the room to go back and cancel that 4th again.
pretty much, once the mothership's out, you've won the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
Especially
safe? Is that safe to say for all games? Like, I mean,
No. If they have a big high tech army, like the Zerg Doom army, I think beats the Protoss Doom army in a straight on fight.
really?
Oh yeah. If they have like 20 infestors, that hard counters the mothership because they just have so many infested Terrans and can throw them into Vortex.
Yeah.
Really? Because oh man, I've heard mixed feelings about the whole the Infestatorn and the Vortex thing.
I mean, the thing is, you need like 20 infestors to get that army. This is like the super late game Zerg army. It's very hard to get for Zerg.
I see. Wow, so it's the 20 Infestor army. Gosh.
Yeah. Well,
that's
and like
crazy.
20 infestors, right?
Right.
Wow. Didn't even lose the Nexus. That was huge.
Yeah, he's targeting probes.
Yeah.
Should have just targeted the Nexus. He would have taken that Nexus down.
Oh, easy. Yeah, and the probes aren't that important here. I don't even mind losing them because I might have too many even.
Got 75.
Yeah, so I don't have too many, but maybe I had too many before. I
Yeah,
thought.
he probably killed like 5 or 6 of them.
Just because
Yeah.
your minerals are running low. But
Yeah.
normally it's the perfect number.
What do you think the utility of recall is for a mothership? Do you ever play around with?
I like it against Terran actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't run away from Terran, but if you have like when the EMP you just lose if you get stuck by bad EMPs. But
I see.
if you have recall, it gives you like a do-over. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mineral field. The merging is complete.
Yeah, this game, I really threw away that. I had a big advantage. I threw away that one battle in the middle. I still have a decent advantage, but it's not at all like a instantly over game like it should have been.
Upgrade
That was
complete.
just me being a little foolish. I also should have added DTs a little bit earlier.
Okay. Zealots again at the 4th.
So here you just put him in a whole position. Best, I mean, it's still not a good move for me because he was on top of it so fast, but it's better to have him on whole position and kill something than
I see.
just kill like one roach. And you actually wanted to keep the roaches at this point.
That was all just to establish your fit, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of. I mean, I was hoping to do more, but hoping to maybe snipe that hatchery real quick.
Well, he's pushing mid.
Yeah, I mean, I have a vortex up now, so
Bye-bye. Oh,
Mothership's too slow.
yeah. He saw the
It's alright.
mothership. He ran. He's gonna lose like
Can't
a
run
fourth
away
of his
from the
army.
fleet, though.
Yeah, he's gonna lose like a fourth of his army here. Even the Archons outrun him.
Yeah, I gotta be careful though. I don't let the mothership get too far behind. I kind of regroup here.
Kind of.
That's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Oh,
never built the
bye-bye.
hive. Like,
Yeah, that was
I don't know.
kind of weird.
Yeah, that was strange. Okay, cool. Good
I
game.
guess he was, you know,
Win.
the battles are happening so fast. Maybe he just figured he wanted to keep remaking armies, but it's a losing proposition.
Yeah, bad choice.
All right. Well, let's start another game. Let's see if we can get Jake to play. Is Jake around? Let's see. He's still around? No, he's not. Oh, he's gone. Actually. Ugh. Why don't we do the whole Metalopolis thing here
Okay.
with Toxic again?
Yeah, you don't even need to tell him. He'll just do it.
He will.
Probably.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
Not
it's
one
definitely-
base, but he'll do his 2 base all in, I'm sure.
A little
okay.
different.
We should do one of each. How about that? It'll be good for viewers, I think, to walk through that a little bit. Let's see.
The 2-base one, if you get a really fast Stargate, you just dominate it. But if you get a really fast
Oh,
Stargate,
actually, Jake's
with one
around.
base, then you just automatically die. So kind of, it's kind of a little bit of coin toss for not to get that Stargate. Extra.
All right, I'll let Patrick watch. Jeez, Patrick's like just dying to watch Dobbs. For viewers, by the way, we're doing a giveaway tonight. The giveaway is for a Manpack's $70 bundle, and the way you enter it is add me on Twitter at ChanmanV, or retweet my last tweet if you're already a follower, and I'll select somebody randomly at the end, and you will get a $70 value Manpack, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let me get you in, Colby. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Talix. Okay, get Colby in there, and I'll do a. Let's see. Okay, so which one should we go over here? The 2-base all-in? Because Nick, you Forge expand here, right?
Yeah, well, the MLG version, but
Okay.
close enough. I mean, versus the Roach Holland, it's kind of the same thing.
Okay. Let's
Oh, we got gold on this.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you Forge expand and Surge just takes the gold, you just lose.
Oh, is this
So-
the regular one? Oh, this is the regular one. Let me
Yeah.
remake. Jeez. Jeez.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, a Zerg can take the gold, and then like they just have more. There's no disadvantage, right? You just have a lot of shit. So their all-ins are stronger, and
Yeah.
they're not all-in because on 26 drones they actually have decent econ.
Yeah.
And then they're, of course, you can't just try to muscle them with gateway units early because they have a lot more units early.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's kind of. You can go DTs and hope that works, but it's pretty. two Stargate and hope that works, but it's all.
Okay, we ready? Here we go. Okay, so Colby, on this map you don't Forge expand, right?
I can. I
Okay,
definitely
sure.
have many times. It's
Okay.
just in an important match I probably wouldn't, to say the least.
It is scary versus roaches.
Okay. Let's see.
So since I am gonna forge expand, I think I'm just gonna build 2 cannons and pretty much almost try and do the same build Nick just did.
Okay.
Just get a quick Stargate up and
Yeah, probably not 2 gates though.
yeah, I'm not gonna do the
Yeah.
Z-Lot pressure.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that in this map if you Forge expand, or else you just auto die to roaches.
Yeah, it's like almost nagging him to try and go roaches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what you don't want right now.
So how many times have y'all practiced the building placements for like stuff like Forge expand on every map?
Pretty much
Um,
every time you play, you have to. Building placement's so important for protoss. Holy cow.
Right. But do you guys practice that? Like, even just single player, just to map it out exactly
No,
the way you
just
want?
in games, try out
Yeah.
different spots to put buildings and see which one works best.
Okay.
Zergs will definitely exploit what they can. So. Actually, when I was on Quanic, playing with Dark Cell and Shuffle, that was like their favorite thing to do.
Oh, really?
What a terrible wall! I'm all-inning you right now. They wouldn't say that, but I mean that's what their
Well, it gives you a lot of practice.
actions were.
Yeah,
that's the
viewers.
way to get it down, right?
Yeah.
But
It's
that is
funny,
actually
too.
that is a problem with the way a lot of people practice. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of people have this gentleman's agreement. They're not gonna do anything cheesy when they practice games. And then so some people have like giant holes in their builds that they won't really kind of realize.
Yeah, I almost feel like you should have like long sessions where it's just cheese defense or practicing cheese, right? And
If you're having problems with one, but almost everyone, like at least at our level, you know how to beat the cheese. Like, so if you know they're gonna cheese you, it's pretty easy, right?
Oh, it is,
The
but
thing is,
yeah, go ahead.
the thing is, and it's a different mentality of just playing. Okay, I got to work on my cheese defense. It's a totally different mentality when you actually just want to practice. Okay, I want to win the game, right? And then part of winning the game is being ready for cheese. But like, it's different when that's all you're thinking about. Because in a real game, it's not gonna be all you're thinking about, right?
Oh, you're right, but it's just one of those things where you'll be just absolutely versed, and it's like natural for you to react to the defense, right? But I got you. I hear what you mean. I hear what you mean. Yeah. It's not natural to be in that kind of mindset.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, that's the way to do it. To figure out how to deal with cheeses. But then once you figure out how to beat them, but you still might lose to them because then you just need to play for someone who will mix them in there, just to always keep you on your toes.
Right. Okay, so this looks like a really good building placement.
Yeah, I think Zergins and Banings can run between the gateway and the Nexus, which is a slight problem, but.
Oh, really? There's space between them. Oh, there is a
there is.
tiny,
So that's
sliver.
just the Forge is one spot. Both the Forge and Gateway could be over more to the right. But that's a small thing, and roaches are.
Oh, you mean like? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, probably.
Forge could be over to the right. How could it be over to the right? I don't get that.
Well,
Pretty
the
much
gateway-
like up a little
gateway.
more to where the ramp.
Oh, I
To
see.
the ramp.
Okay, so right next to the supply depot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could be over one notch to the right, and would still block the ramp. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Gateway would have to be one to the right too, but that would make it a.
So what do I do here, Nick? Do I just hurry Stalker out?
Yeah.
So the whole zealot thing isn't applicable here, or isn't a good strategy here?
Normally, when you get that second cannon, you can't get the Zealot without slowing down something else. Like if you do that, to cut probes or slow down the side core, which you don't want to do.
Okay. How soon do you need the sentry?
Right after the Stalker,
Okay.
in case it's Banings or anything. In fact, often I get the Sentry first. Kind of depends on the way he got his guesses a little bit later to me. So.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. 'Cause
Yeah.
I really want to be building a Stargate right now.
Yeah. From here, you might actually not even want to go Stargate. Just get it all.
It's too late.
Yeah, at least for me, like, I feel Stargate's only good if you get it really fast.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even really like that Daybreak game I played with 2-gate Stargate, because you can't do too much with it then.
Nope. Thank you, Inspector.
Yeah, thought I saw a little red guy over there.
Well, I mean, this one is pretty obvious he's not going since I have a Roach alone.
Right.
Well, that means I could do my normal build. Safe.
Yep.
The safe one. Actually, on this map, you kind of have to do the safe version of my build anyways, because there's no real good spot for the third, and your natural's so open, so they might already be all inning.
Yeah. Once you gateway wall off the back
wow.
of the third, I think it's pretty.
I didn't even start my +1. That's a blunder.
Well, this tests how brave your guys are. Fight without any sharp swords.
Exactly. Blunt swords, just pound them to death, bludgeon them to death. Viewers just tuning in, well, we're having vVvRocker play a game against Toxic as their playing partner, while iSAxslav comments and critiques.
What about sending that Zealot out to the watchtower?
I was gonna send everything. Do you not like the idea of everything, or no?
No, I don't. I mean, they could easily have like 20, 30 speedings now, right? Even taking at third base.
Yeah.
Or if he's going like 2 base muted, for sure he'd have 30 speedings now. The 9:20 mark. Actually, he might even have mutas coming already if he's on 2 base.
Yeah, there seems like there's just so much less scouting on this map versus Daybreak. Guess that's why protoss generally don't like this map.
Are under attack.
Yeah, it's part of that. I don't like protoss like this map more than a lot of other maps. Like it's better than dual side, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
what does that say?
I know, that's like, I mean, it's like the
I think
most
I mean, the
It's better
third.
than dual side. You know?
Yeah.
Come on. What does that mean?
The one thing about this, like the third's not too bad. What makes this map hard is that its 2 base pressure builds are so much weaker here. Because there's not many chokes to really work around. The Zerg can usually pick a really. Zerg has like 3 different spots across the map that are all super open. They can choose to engage in, right? They can in front of your natural, or anywhere in the middle if they hit from 2 sides, like one from a goal base and one from straight on. And then even when you get to the third,
I see.
they can. There's a pretty open area right by the third, not on the ramp, but right past that, or even if you get up the ramp.
Yeah. Comment on that right after this.
Those are nice force wheels.
Oh, look at that.
Just
Oh,
segmented
they
a
guys,
whole
they're just
group.
like running in circles there.
Ah, I let him out.
He's getting the sentries though.
Yeah, you got the point.
Actually, he's got a lot of stuff on it.
No, there's the
Wow,
same
that's quite a bit of
roaches only
stuff.
supply, they don't cost money, so.
Yeah.
Killing roaches doesn't really accomplish much. You want to get your opponent so they can't even engage you with roaches. Then they get stuck with max roaches.
I see.
Oh, looks like the flow has stopped. It's always good.
So, is that what's your take on that engagement? I mean, obviously you have units left. I mean, is that good enough there, or was that about even?
I think it depends on what the Zerg has behind that.
Okay.
If the Zerg is on, 70 drones, that probably wasn't good. If they're on 60, it probably was.
I see. Round 2. Blink micro. Good stuff.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, you only lost like maybe 4 units there.
Yeah. Really nice big micro.
Yeah.
Oh, double robo.
When you guys micro blink, I mean, I'm asking Nick here, since he's obviously not going to major. But when you're microing the blink, are you boxing like groups of units at a time, or is it more single?
Is that guy really stuck? Oh my gosh.
Depends. Yeah, he is. It's either both. Like, it just all depends on. You know how many? If there's a lot of units and it's roaches, they're gonna like when a bunch of roaches runs at you, they're gonna one-shot any stalkers they shoot. So it's kind of guessing which ones you're gonna shoot at, and you just like blink the whole go back and hope their attacks miss.
Ah,
But
okay.
if it's like in a smaller fight or when units get more scrappy, then it's one at a time.
I see. Oh, he could have actually run in there. That would have been pretty bad.
I don't know if it would have been good for me to run in there.
Really? He could have
Yeah.
guns.
With blink stalkers picking him at him from behind. Maybe just.
Well, he had to
run in
deal with
like
the roaches, though.
Oh, you mean just run his Zergings?
Yeah, the Lings
Oh, yeah,
run in there.
yeah. Bring the whole army up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, setting the Zergings up.
This is still pretty good, actually. Wow.
Yeah. Roaches trade really well against stalkers.
Totally. Oh, but you got a counter in his base. Like, I always miss that counter. You guys are so sneaky. So sneaky.
War Prism's pretty good.
This is so good for you. I can get some drones here.
He's defending with the counter well though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's defense.
Okay, well.
But I mean, the
Not-
important thing is Colby hasn't really taken any economic damage. at
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
He's got his double robos cranking now.
Eventually
And
he'll
the
catch up.
Yeah, they're still on layer attack, so.
Yeah, I'm feeling great, honestly, as far as
Yep. Yep.
he can keep this as much as he wants now the Colossus are here.
Do you ever rebuild sentries if they're staying like in Roach Lane
Not
like
when you're
that?
being pressured, because they really need time to have energy.
Okay.
So you need to have a good time to fit it in, or else it's not as good.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if they can gain energy, it's worth it, but yeah. There's no scrappy game, it's not.
Round 4.
This one is
Rinse and repeat, baby. Rinse and repeat.
The army values are pretty skewed here.
I mean, you got that trap door right open to your ramp there. And you won't, oh no! Shoot, that was a good attack. Once that Colossi, man. Nobody's business.
This is a really good spot to fight. The building's protecting them.
Yeah.
On the one plus I can't.
Well, it's not enough roaches hitting it though.
Yep, yep.
Oh, he's just crawling up there now. Ah, I got it though.
Keeps getting it.
Yeah, I can't quite build that count.
Yeah, once you get 4, they can really kill roaches super fast, but until then.
Yeah. You should just keep doing the same thing again, right? It really seems like it just resets every time.
Yep. And the thing is if it keeps going for too long, Colby will run into problems where his income will go down because they'll start running out of bases. Whereas even if, like, let's say they have the same workers and it's same, you know, he might even have more econ than the Zerg right now, but as the Zerg's bases run out, he can move to, you know, he has more, right?
Right.
Whereas
Alright, here we go.
Colby won't be able to take another base until he really maxes his army out pretty much.
Okay, this is good for you.
Yeah. This is the type of fight he needs to get to build his army up. Well, we'll see.
Well,
There's actually roaches coming in.
yeah, kind of came a little later, but if they would have been up there at front, it might have been different, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was really good for you.
Once he
Yeah, I
gets
get
up to like 4 Colossi, then he can move out and take a 4th probably. We try to punish the Zerg.
It's interesting that the last battle took place in more of an open area, though.
Yeah.
And you came, you know, obviously, that's usually, I would think, where a Zerg would like to be, but obviously you came out way, way better.
It was just, you know, he had as many stalkers as there were roaches, plus he had Colossi, and of course the stalker. Like the army values are way off.
Oh, I see.
The Zerg had most of his army into production, so it didn't actually make sense how he was.
Okay.
When you have twice as many units as your opponent, you can fight pretty much anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Are under attack.
This is going to be interesting now.
Yeah, taking that forward's still going to be a little challenging.
Yeah.
He almost has to attack here, right, because of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
taking the 4th, and it's as good. I mean, Zergs should have some Zerglings down there, which makes this attack more all in. But if they don't have Zerglings down there to deny that 4th, then you don't actually really have to do too much here. As long as you get a decent trade, you're fine.
Wow, he's just staying on Roach Lane. This is crazy.
Yeah. He's got some Zealots and Sentries up buffer here, so he's doing a lot better than those other fights.
Yeah.
He's got this high ground to retreat and stuff. That fight went very well.
Now you can take. Yep, now it's going to be piecemealing his army.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Unless he sacks his 4th and 3rd. Not good just to rally a few units at a time. Oh, he got the sentries though.
Yeah, I mean, you got the sentries, but he's also lost like 60 food.
Yeah. Yeah, now Colby's got the 4th.
Small victory, but not enough to matter here.
Right. Oh, he had his 5th up too. Wow. Okay. Yep. Okay, looks like you have this game in hand here.
Yeah. Pretty much. Unless the Zerg has moved to some other map and taken a bunch of secret bases.
He's jumped off the Metalopolis building onto Shakorish or something. started a new map.
Or at least was trying to get the Zerg. It's really smart.
Yeah. All right, so kind of hard to reinforce that army too. So
yeah,
I
he's
guess
a little bit scared to pull it straight back right now because he doesn't know where all those roaches are. Oh, looks like they're over here, so.
Okay, it'd be interesting. Okay, so you're coming back.
Yeah. He's gonna sack the base, but it's kind of like the same with me on Daybreak. He's gonna kill all these units from almost nothing.
Yeah.
He'll probably cut them off here. Yeah, 2 force fields on here.
Yeah.
So.
And then you have options. You can just sit here and get your 4th completely up and running, or you can just push again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Even doing both would be fine. Just pushing, but not on the creep. Just make sure he gets take his.
Well played,
make
buddy.
Sure it's a re-expo.
Yeah. Good job. Okay.
I was getting a little scared because I didn't have a 4th up nearly in time.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'd never had a 4th, but you know, it almost bit me in the butt.
Right. Okay, let's do one again on Nettle, and it's going to be. Let's see the 1 base roach defense here. I'm going to tell him 1 base roach you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for viewers just tuning in, we're having we're going to have iSAxslav play a game here against a Zerg playing partner, Toxic here, and vVvRocker will be commenting, critiquing, and trying to point out a few things, and obviously iSAxslav will be talking through it too. And we are doing a giveaway tonight, guys. A ManPack's $70 bundle we're going to be giving away. And the way you enter it is you follow me on Twitter at ChanmanV, or retweet my last tweet if you're already a follower. And you'll be entered, and I'll just randomly choose somebody at the end of the show, and you'll be sent that $70 ManPack, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Have you guys ever checked out that site by chance? You probably haven't, right? You ever heard of manpacks.com?
No.
It's I think it's best described as Netflix for like boxers and t-shirts and stuff like that. It's pretty
interesting.
It's pretty interesting. It's like it's basically, you don't have to go shopping. They basically send you like essentials like razors and t-shirts and boxers and stuff like that. It's kind of.
I'm just checking this out right now, actually.
Yeah, it's a cool small small company, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so we got iSAxslav and Toxic. Everybody ready? Well, actually, tell me when you're ready.
Protoss, huh? Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, here we
A little
go.
bit too easy, huh?
Yeah. After this, we'll see if Jake can get in the game. I'm trying to get Jake to play the King of the Hill tomorrow, but he never seems to get back to me. You guys are gonna play tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I might put you first, Nick.
Sure.
Gonna play Golden.
Golden. That's Korean, right?
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll crush him.
I need you to crush him. He's on 3 wins already. So I just needed to pick up protoss, and I was like, this is
he
between,
Terran?
it's between you, Colby.
Zerg.
He's Zerg.
Zerg. Okay, good. I don't like Terrans.
He's AKA Slayer's Golden.
Yeah, Slayer's
Uh-oh.
Golden. You got it. You got it.
I heard Slayer's players are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Not
good.
too
I
shabby.
actually gonna misplace that. So.
Is vVv playing in that Imager tournament, team tournament
What is it?
on Saturday?
You must
I hope so.
construct additional
That's
pylons.
are they? Shoot, it's hosted by Legion and CSN guys.
I don't even know.
Okay, shoot, I have to look. I'm actually supposed to be casting a little bit for that, so that should be cool if you guys were there. It'd be fun.
So this is
Okay.
as soon as you see them going like gas first, that's when you get a little bit worried that
Okay.
they're up to something.
Okay, yeah, of course.
But the other thing is nice
Well-
against gas first, you can play a little bit greedier.
Well, I mean, don't a lot of Zergs go gas first, like on these kind of ramps?
Yep.
I mean, so
Yep.
yeah,
They do because it allows them to do so many different cheese builds.
yeah.
But it also means that their Zerglings are their first set, so you can play a little bit greedier as far as getting Nexus first.
Really?
sure.
Wow. I figured it would be the opposite.
No, because I mean the Zerglings are later, right? So
Yeah.
you can make your opening greedier, your very first opening, but you just got to be careful for an all-in, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the reason for that, Chanman, is because minerals are mining wasted on getting gas. So that means he either has to
Oh.
get his queen or his lings first, and Zergs always get their queen first.
Oh, okay. That
So
makes sense.
that's just really what the timing is that he's talking about there.
Right. Okay.
And
no,
I
that
think the
makes
spawning
sense.
pool itself is later, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the one drone that went to gas isn't mining.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they'll just
Gotcha. Never thought about it like that. Okay. That makes sense. Like the block in the back. See, that was so deliberate. Obviously, you've done this many times.
Yeah.
Your probes are under
It's
attack.
not, which is expected. It's like it's such an old map, so.
Your probes are under attack.
So you're sometimes you have to do if the Zerglings run straight to you, you might have to
Yeah, just delay them a little bit.
yeah, exactly. You have to do an extra wall, but
Probes are under
if they chase the probe, then you're fine without.
Can they get in if they just make direct?
If you don't build another pylon or pull probe, but
probes are under
it all it takes is like pulling 2 probes to buy like 2 seconds, and you're pretty much set.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Your probes are
So I like putting the cycle here too, just to reinforce everything.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that spot. Banlings down at the bottom are actually pretty popular.
attack.
Yep.
Still
And if they
chasing
try to
it.
run baiting to the mirror line, you just have to build gateways inside the mirror line really quickly, which you can lose to that kind of easily. But
You can
it's-
fit a gateway in there? Wow. Okay.
yeah, you can fit one. There's 2 spots I can build, and one is to the right of that bottom cannon, and the
Yeah.
other is beneath the
The first one.
first cannon.
Got it.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can make like 2 different layers of. Fortunately, my second gateway is a little bit low, and I should have current boosted probes once more early on. So I usually like to get the sentry, then a stalker.
So right now you have no idea what he's doing, right? So he could be
Uh,
expanding, could be one basing you here.
Yeah, I know he's got speed. One base is the most popular when they open gas first. Like that's the only reason Zergs open gas first. Typically is.
Here it comes. Okay, so now you know it's coming.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get an extra cannon a little bit further back here just to help.
Okay, so just one, so a total of 3.
Yeah, I'll get probably another one in a second.
Oh, that's right. You couldn't afford it at the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This looks dicey right here.
Hold position, maybe the probes instead of attack.
Yeah, I probably should have. You're right.
I think he's holding this pretty good though.
Yeah, actually. As long as the roaches are gone. Should be okay. Okay, there you go. You got another sentry now. Oh, no. Now you can do it.
I
Oh.
misplaced that tiny bit. I misjudged the range by like 1 there.
Yeah.
I should have saved that force field and just let him,
Yeah, because those lings are coming now.
yeah.
You're still doing well there. Yeah, whole positions. Oh, there's the attack.
I'm gonna attack because I want to. I don't have enough DPS without the rope attacking here.
You know he's still on one
So you
base,
hold
right?
this off, you're still okay, economy-wise.
Yeah. As long as they keep making Zerglings, you're usually.
Yeah. Whenever you see Zerglings, that's a great sign for Protoss.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, do you know if he's still on one base, or, I mean, can you assess if he's on one base or two base now, or?
He didn't have that many reaches, so I think he did not cancel his hatchery. I
Okay.
think he's on 2 base with low drones, but I mean, I'm not sure. It all depends on how good his macro is as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He definitely could have had what he had on 2 bases.
And the game usually continues, generally, right, from the Zerg standpoint, if you hold it, like, to this extent.
If he was on 1 base, he would have left right now.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a CB. If he was just starting his hatchery like right now, he's just dead.
Yeah.
But so the fact he doesn't leave reinforces the idea that he's on 2 base.
Right.
And if he's not, doesn't matter. I can do anything.
Yeah, that was cool. That's really good. I think hopefully viewers,
There was
viewers pick up a few
definitely,
things from that.
Colby was mentioning whole position probes. There's definitely a good amount of little micro things that could have done better. But the general idea, the approach to defense, is kind of the main important thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
When to pull them, when to pretty much create that buffer between the cannons and the
Yeah.
And that cannon in the back was like an amazing hero, by the way.
Exactly. It's just out of range the whole
The
time.
one he can't get to is killing all the lings.
Yep.
And as you saw, he wasn't building more roaches, so all of his roaches just kept getting lower and lower health, and it was great. Now this is kind of a stupid.
Oh, there's another all-in. Wow. Okay.
Warp gate is done. Like, there's no reason for him to be doing that.
Yeah. If I didn't supply block myself, would have been even better, but I'm just gonna try to trap some Zerglings here, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell you, wait till the shield.
And only 4 roaches is not scary. I mean, you could just pretty much let the roaches do what they want, kill the lings, and then deal with the roaches.
Let's see.
Like
Yeah.
he's doing exactly. So.
Boosting that void ray out. Once the void ray is gone, obviously the roaches are for naught.
So now with this, Nick could either add 3 or 4 gates and like kill him, or
Yeah, I shouldn't have ran out there. That's what I'm done.
pretty much expand once that void race is out. But really, it's just he can do anything he wants right now. Especially
Yeah.
since he keeps sending in more units.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why he keeps
Just
doing
right into the meat grinder. pretty much.
Exactly. It feels tense though, but
Alright,
okay.
there
So
you
it
go.
was kind of
Yeah,
so it was kind of 2 base all in. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he could have macroed out of that. I think he
Yeah.
did enough. Well, I don't know. Let me look at these graphs.
It seemed like he
Look
could.
at
At one
this
point, I felt like he was droning, so I thought it was going to just take a third and come
Yeah,
out
if
of
you look
it,
at the
but-
resource collection graph, though, even when he did his damage, I was still a little bit ahead of him in resources.
Yeah.
And I had more, in a way, I had more tech than him. I guess he had speed and roach war, and I had warp gate done. I had a decent sentry count, so I guess our army and techs are probably kind of similar.
Mhm.
But I had more workers than him, so he could have macroed out of it, but he would have been behind.
I see. I see.
At that point, the Zerg wants to be ahead in economy, and even when he did the damage, he was just slightly behind.
Okay.
So he was, he could have macroed out, but it would have been, he would have been playing from a little bit behind that game.
I see.
And that's often how it goes. You're just, you're not going to get a huge edge, but, hopefully you won't die.
Right. It's just all about not dying. I mean, that's the most important thing. Okay. Let's try one of the new maps, Cloud Kingdom. And why don't we see if?
I really like this map.
Oh, awesome. That's perfect then. Let's see if Jake wants to play. Let's see.
Oh, he's available right now on BNet.
Yeah, let me
According to
try.
his icon.
Tried messaging him, but let me just invite him. See if he's.
Yeah, Cloud Kingdom's a fun map.
Cool.
It kind of promotes. It's interesting because it's definitely one of the maps that's a little bit easier to kind of turtle on 3 bases, but it's really hard to move out and take a 4th.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's a little bit of passive play from the.
I think
You know,
Warp Prism is
11
really
to-
good on this map.
Yeah.
Warp Prism and Blink.
The corner bases are so far off. Turning on 3 base with a War Prism until you get an army take a 4th is, I think, the go-to. Although a lot of Zergs go mutas here too. So.
Okay. All right. Perfect then. Okay, guys. For all you viewers just tuning in, we're having iSAxslav and Rocker on the show, and Rocker's going to play a game against LZ Gamer, who's going to be our Zerg playing partner for this game. And iSAxslav and Rocker will just be, kind of conversing, commenting, critiquing, just different strategies during the game. And we are also doing a giveaway at the end of the show. The way you enter it is you just follow at ChanmanV on Twitter, or retweet my last tweet, and you will be entered into a giveaway for a Manpax bundle, which has a value of $70. And I will randomly select from the group of followers and the new followers and retweets. So we'll do that after Q&A, which will happen in probably maybe another 2 games. Probably have time for another 2 games. These games are going pretty quickly, so good stuff. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. You guys keep talking.
So do you like going? Do you ever go War Prism on 2 base here, or do you like to get that 3rd up first?
Yeah, I like to do Warp Prism a lot. That's like, I say my safe version was last game. Warp Prism is like super safe.
Yeah.
Because normally I like to get a 3rd, and then Warp Prism and start the harass, but if it's like a super aggressive Zerg, or pretty much like crazy moving. Do you remember when I showed you that replay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how I had the Warp Prism and then got my 3rd.
Gives you a little bit extra scouting, something to Zerg to worry about.
And it keeps his army pretty much
Yeah.
pinned until he has either air or enough units to leave back at home, or spines or something.
Yeah, I haven't. I need to do that some more. Usually, I do War Prism often as part of a 2 base all in, but I don't. I mean, and I do it a lot like late game, right? But I need to work on more using it to cover 3rd. It's really efficient because it doesn't even cost that much, right? It's just minerals.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you get a lot of sentries to defend.
All right.
Or
I'm back.
attack for teaser.
Okay, so gonna open with your standard Forge Expand.
This is a super good map for Forge Expand.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's just same as like it's just three building you can make a full wall in, like just like Shakuris
Right.
or Tal'Darim you can do it too, I think, and some other maps.
It might be a little Jeff-esque here to build a cannon.
Okay.
It might be a little late to start it right now.
What do you like about the cannon on this map?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't know. It might come up in time.
I mean, isn't there still some value of having the cannon like basically bisect his base?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. Well, here's the thing is like, let's say they don't kill the cannon and they take the other 3rd. It basically means they have to get 6 Zerglings instead of 4.
Right.
They just send their queen out, and the queen takes the first couple shots, and 6 Zerglings kill it. So you're spending 250 minerals if you count the cost of the pylon, which I think you kind of have to do.
I see.
Unless, I mean, in this case you don't because you let it finish anyway. But sometimes you wouldn't let it finish. So you're basically spending 250 minerals to cause them to spend an extra 50 in one less drone.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just pull 3 drones and they cancel. Which the point of 3 drones and canceling is good. If you only count the cost of canceling the cannon, but if you count the cost of the pylon too, then it's not worth it. And the cost of the pylon's only worth it if you actually stop them from building the hatchery. So that you stop them from like what he did here. We built pylon on both bases, and it might be worth it because you know, he stopped the hatchery. Except then Jake just put a hatchery in his
Right.
natural, which is kind of annoying.
I should have
Although
known
if he
Jake.
was able to put an Evo there too, that would have been even more annoying.
An Eva? Oh yeah, yeah. With the broodlings.
Well, just to stall it out for even longer. Alright, I mean, it's going to take the Evo build time, for one cannon to kill an Evo takes quite a long time.
Well, he had that hatchery going for just as long, I think, but
Well, yeah, no, exactly. So the hatchery was good.
yeah. Oh, okay.
But then when he canceled it, build an Evo also.
Oh,
right.
I see. Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
wait till the hatchery's 99.9% done.
Ah, I see.
Because you can cancel and build the Evo, right? You know?
Right. Okay,
And
so
that's
so when the lings are in their base here, you just have to wait for the zealot, pretty much.
yeah. I mean,
And
probes.
he's being as safe as he is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice hold position on that probe. That's cool.
Yeah, you shouldn't really lose any probes, but they can still do some mining damage, which is always really annoying.
So, is it worth having a probe just try to block the hatch from ever going down there, or
Yes.
okay? Windshield.
I mean, I don't always do it, but if I can.
Right.
The worst is if they get the hatch up fast enough to finish it and get a queen out. And
Oh,
if
the
you don't-
creep it. Oh my god.
You don't.
Yeah.
You can just lose the game.
Yeah. Oh my god.
'Cause-
Yeah.
It takes like 4 minutes to clear out a creep tumor.
Exactly. You can't get a cannon even close enough to it to see the creep tumor, right? So it's like you have to wait for obs, right?
And if you put a cannon on the very edge of the creep, it can see that creep tumor. But what happens is
It's in the
they
back
have-
though, right?
Yeah, so you have to put down one cannon, and it'll go vision, you can get your Zelkin kill. But then you probably have to wait for that creep to recede, because they're going to have the creep spawn for a second one. That's like
Oh,
two squares
gosh.
back. So you have to wait for the creep to recede and build a second cannon.
Oh gosh.
You're better off going for a robo. It's going to take forever.
Got it. Got it. Oh my gosh.
And waiting for an observer is kind of...
I think I've actually seen Jake do that, so
Yeah.
it's nasty. So nasty.
There's yeah, it came out about a month ago. A Korean did it in one of the tournaments.
Oh, really?
And, so yeah, they're just trying it now. If the protoss is on their feet, they can always stop because the queen always pops out. If you pull probes and surround the queen before it runs to a spot where it can build a cannon, you're okay.
Hmm.
You have to time that really well. If you do let the queen get around.
I wonder how early that drone is, but okay, let's get back to this game now. So we're so we're putting up third and fourth gateway.
It's pretty
Okay,
much just
okay, so you're doing kind of what Nick was doing with the Stargate now, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be
yeah.
a faster build from the.
it's going to be a fast third with possible future pressure.
And the Void Ray, I guess the logic is the Void Ray gives you map control
And scouting, yeah.
to give you enough time to get that third up.
Yeah, and also it makes you totally safe for a stroke serving timings. Like, I mean, you can also be safe for those by getting a whole bunch of gateways, but this way allows you to don't have to worry about them at all, pretty much.
Okay.
Because that's what when protoss take a third before the 11-minute mark, a lot of Zergs units do a mass roach attack on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime before 11, the Zerg will wait till 12 when a good Zerg can be maxed out at 12 minutes on roaches. And that if you don't have void rays, that attack can be actually even if you do have gateways, it can be pretty tough to hold sometimes. Their macro is really strong.
I see.
And also, so it not only makes it safe, it also forces a reaction from the Zerg. Like, they don't know if they're gonna keep rallying a ton of Phoenixes out there, right? So a lot of Zergs have to get Spore Crawlers. Because Queens can do great against the Void Rays, but if you have Void Rays and you kept making Phoenixes, if they don't have Spore Crawlers, they die. Because Phoenixes just kill, pick up the Queens, the ones with energy so they can't do transfusions, and then, if you hit with like 2 Void Rays and 4 Phoenixes, if they don't have Spore Crawlers, they just die.
Talk to me
So a lot
about
of Zergs
three
left, yeah.
Void Rays here, Colby.
What?
Why the Void Ray count here versus just one? Like
Because I'm going to do a little bit of pressure at his third.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
I guess three's
And
three's
really
a good-
right here, yeah. I was going to stop at 3, exactly.
Okay.
If you only have one and you do this pressure, speed roaches can just run off creep and kill your guys when you run out of the force fields.
Okay.
But 3 is probably enough that, you know, force fields to buy time, the roaches will have to back away. Of course, I mean, on creep, they can fight with queens, but... So actually... If he's not there, you just kill him.
Yeah, and then you just leave? Or... Yeah, you just leave,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you would definitely not want to come in on the creep if you don't know where he is.
Right.
Not with this type of army. Maybe poke at the edge of creep, but probably not run
Well,
away.
unless I see his army over.
Yeah. Once you see his army there, then you know you can go ahead and do base race.
Okay. The army seems to be more formidable than his. He's just going cost efficiency here by counterattacking.
That actually has been work against them.
Well, sorry, what was that?
That hatch rate is going to work against them.
Oh, you're
I
right.
don't put it. If you wanted to make a macro hatch, I think you should have put it even more to the left to help spread creep or something.
Yeah.
Or put it in the main. But where he has it right now, it's just it doesn't help spread creep, and it makes his defense a lot harder.
That one void rate's gonna pretty much hold all these roaches.
It was really smart to make that 4th board right there.
Yeah. Yeah, the 5th one's coming out now too, so you're gonna be holding that natural pretty well, and he's not.
He's not even going for it.
Yeah.
If he went for it right away, he could have done some damage. He was busy at his base.
Yeah.
Oh, now there's the queens. I was wondering where all those queens were at.
Yeah, where were they? I guess he was just waiting
I
for
think they were
4.
fucking that. I'm not sure. That'd be my guess. They came in from the back, right?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, he is gonna hold this actually.
But,
But
I mean,
you're still in good shape though.
2 base versus 2 base.
Yeah. 2 base versus 2 base, even losing all the sentries, is okay.
It's okay because I mean he killed a bunch of drones there, and it's not like the Zerg doesn't have really attack behind.
Yeah.
I mean he can even just rebuild the sentries if he wants to.
Okay.
Spend minerals on cannons or something. He knows the Zerg doesn't really have mute attack or infestor tech up with as many verses as he got, so.
Right.
And yeah, he's got the drones he killed. He's probably got more workers. His army's bigger than the Zerg army as well. He's ahead. He's ahead in every way, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
then
he
he brings
is.
Stalkers.
Base is under attack.
Still have to be careful though. Even with the bigger army size and value, roaches are cost efficient against stalkers. But with the defender's advantage in rally, there's all these cannons coming up too.
I see.
Definitely totally fine. More with this, yeah.
So now your robo's up. Let's see. +1. Alright, so here comes the roaches again. That roach count, obviously you're going to be pumping out some immortals here. It's kind of the point in the game where your protoss is so flexible to go like different tech trees, so it's always such a key moment to figure out what to do.
Yeah, the most important thing is from here is to tell if he's going to keep making roaches or is he going fast hive or muta switch, right?
Right.
It's kind of hard. The void rays can, send your warrior out can help, or he's getting an observer. That'll be really good. He's also building a proxy pylon so we can send some zealots around. That's gonna be huge.
Well, I see his queens, so I know he's gonna try and engage or something.
Yeah, I don't know why his queens would be this far out here, right?
His queens are very bold this game. They've been touring the map a couple times.
I know. I'd say they have Rambo queens here. Uh-oh, what happened there? Okay. Rambo queens. Well, guys, viewers, for you viewers who like what they're seeing with the show or enjoying the show for the first time, make sure you click the follow button and follow my stream because I do this every Monday, Thursdays for folks who've never seen the show. And I think tonight's been a really, really good show so far with iSAxslav and Rocker. I think hopefully you guys are picking up a lot of notes. I definitely am. That's why I love having you guys on.
Alright, sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. Okay.
So seeing him have that kind of pressure really makes me think he didn't take a third. But that's stupid for a Zerg not to, so you can never assume that. But I'm gonna be aggressive anyways.
Okay. So you're gonna be aggressive when you don't think he took a third?
Pretty much to check he did. Well, now I know he did.
Okay. Yeah, there it is.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
know,
I would
don't
assume
know.
as soon as Roach is backed away from the cannon to the third, he had to have had a third, right? Or else he wouldn't have backed away.
Yeah, that's true.
If he was on 2 base, he would have just been on. Gone for it.
What's he gonna just base race me?
He might be going for that. He's got this giant creep highway.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that's why
That's
the
what all those
queens have
queens have
been
been doing, right?
exactly. I mean, it literally took him like a minute to bring his queens back on their first attack. It took forever.
That won't happen again, right? He's third.
Yeah, exactly. A minute on creep for him to run back. Jeez.
Almost got that hatch. You can see he kept going roaches.
The ledge is so abusable, though. That's the thing. That's one thing about this map you guys probably really like.
Well, it's good and bad. I mean, every race can do it. It's actually, it makes it really annoying to hold that fourth against Zerg.
Oh, that's true. The infestors.
Or just roaches can even shoot. That ledge is so close to roaches.
Oh, wow. That's true. Okay.
And roaches are super expendable. Just constantly seeing 3 roaches back there. And you can just throw a bunch of cannons back there. But if you throw like 5 cannons, they just send 10 roaches, and it's still cost efficient.
Yeah.
Even if you go back and kill 10 roaches, if they kill the cannons plus, you know, maybe make you stop mining for a couple seconds. That's good enough.
Right.
So yeah, the forests on this map are pretty tough for all the races to hold. A lot of Zergs like taking the corners on this map, both the corners, and then just counterattacking.
Okay, so what's the proper composition against infestor heavy armies?
What he has, but if you get a couple of blocks, he's making right, he's doing everything right.
Right.
Ideally, he'd have cross right now, but the way the game's come out, he hasn't really, you know. He hasn't quite gotten on yet, which is still fun. I mean, he's able to link back before he infested Terran, so that's. I mean, he's doing the basics.
Yeah, I like that quick decision there Colby made that he wasn't going to win that battle, so he ran back to the reinforcements. That's really key right there. So
I mean,
good.
he's denied the force, which is the main thing, right?
All right, now we
And
got.
he used all his energy, so now.
Yeah, now he's got about the bulk of his army. Is actually pretty. It's kind of not
He's got a
useless,
really
but
nice creep spread though. It's stopping my fourth, kind of annoying, but
Yeah. And now you know he's got that many fasters. You probably want to wait till you have a couple more Colossi to fight again.
the thing that's huge here though, that all Zerg should take a note, is he has 0 armor. First Colossus, like goodbye. So
Especially 3 attack
game's over.
Colossus.
yeah.
Did I lose my observer?
I think so.
Oh jeez.
Oh, no, you have one.
Got one somewhere.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We can't ever find observers on this. Like, it's the one thing
Not
I
with
still
your
can't
army.
find. Oh my god, he's got a lot of infestors.
Yeah.
You just move back, right? Yep, he's just gonna move back.
He didn't. You know, he had enough energy, but he didn't have the infested in position to keep you fungled.
Right.
But the infested Terrans do so much damage when you keep you fungled. That's the limits.
He's still doing pretty well.
If he escapes the infestors, I mean, it was kind of a wash, I would say.
Yeah,
You know, they both
pretty
lost
even.
the combat units.
Did he lose all the infestors? He still got some infestors.
He
right?
lost half his infestors and
Yeah.
most of his corruptors. He got a couple colossi though, and got a couple sentries.
Yeah.
It looked pretty even, I'd say.
And normally this would be a good time to take her for it, but obviously the creep's a pain in the ass here.
Yeah, that is.
Where are my observers?
There it is.
They're all hiding
That's
somewhere.
why
Oh,
creep is
there's one on
so-
the left side of the map. They're both on the left side of the map.
Oh yeah, you got there you
Yeah.
go.
Jesus.
Trying to tell you to take that fourth over there, man.
Yeah.
I'm over
Actually,
here. I'm
sometimes-
over here.
Sometimes that's a
damn it.
better fourth. That one on the above the natural.
It's so close to his fort though. That'd be.
Yeah, but if you have pylons and you can hold the high ground by his fort, you can just like permanent like.
Well, that's true.
If you can hold that area right, you can protect it and kind of pressure at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about him sneaking around behind. It is more spread from your third though, so it's harder to hold that in your third. So like if you're being in a defensive posture, this fort's better. But if you're being on
He still has
if
a.
you want to,
He still has a tumor over here, dude.
yeah. Well, we'll just
Yeah.
tumors are really annoying.
yeah. That's definitely true. All right, pushing time.
Yeah.
You're looking in pretty good shape here. Let's see how these infestors do here. It's really infested terror that you gotta worry about here.
Or if he's really good at hitting fungals, they can actually outrange the cross side.
Yeah, so he just runs though, right? Colby just runs here, so.
Yeah.
So smart, so smart. Okay, now that he's gotten Broodlords, it's pretty manageable still with that Stalker count, right, in Blink? You can still snipe a low count, right?
This is you can beat Broodlords with disarming up until they get like.
Oh my god, he just blew his load right there on those zealots. Ah, GG. Good game. Good game.
Yeah, those 3 attack Colossi Receiver Armor Zerg is pretty good at laser now and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, we might have time for one more quick game. Let's see, what map's a kind of a quicker kind of game? Oh, shoot, is there anything? Is there any kind of cool timing? Is there any cool timing that you can maybe do?
Well, there's a lot of timings. And there's like the Huck 8 gate. That's good in every map.
All right, should we try the Huck 8 gate, or how versed are you with it?
Yeah, I can do it. It's pretty easy build to do.
All right, cool. Let's try it on.
It's a build that
I
really
guess.
there's not much to it except hoping the Zerg isn't ready for it.
Okay.
And it works really good against foreign Zergs because you almost never see foreign players do this. Hey, I clicked join, but it didn't work.
Oh,
Let's
really?
try
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody's leaving. Yeah.
There's something bugged out here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I hit join
and
then.
restart.
Yeah, it's relog off or something.
Dual site.
But yeah, it's very few non-Korean protosses do the 8 gate as fast. It's super fast one.
Okay.
So it's very rare to see outside Korea. So it's really good against non-Korean Zergs because they're never ready for it, right?
Right.
They're ready for things like 4 gate plus 1 zealot, right? And they're like, I'm gonna get some roaches in. But then when it's like, instead of 8 zealots, it's like 8 zealots plus 4 sentries plus 5 stalkers, and they're like, wait a minute,
Right.
that's more than I thought.
Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. Alright, for all you viewers, this is going to be the last game. We're having iSAxslav play, and Rocker will be kind of looking over his shoulder and making any comments, and iSAxslav will obviously be walking through his play also. And then after this, we'll do some Q&A via Skype. So you guys start adding me to Skype. So my Skype ID is ChanmanV, and I will call you, and we'll do some, have you guys ask them your questions actually on Skype, which is kind of fun. And then after that, we'll do the drawing for the giveaway. And again, this is like, we got about 10-15 more minutes to enter into the drawing, or the drawing, which is, all you have to do is add me on Twitter, @ChanmanV, or retweet my last tweet, and you will be entered for a $70 manpack, manpacks.com manpack, which is like a bundle of really good stuff. So hurry up and do that before you run out of time. And if you like what you see, click the follow button, and that's enough for me. Okay, let's get back to the game here.
So this is another map like Metal.
Right, as wide open of a natural as possible.
Yep. But I actually think Forge Expo here is better than Metal, just because it's a worse map. So like, a Zerg's going to be much less likely to all-in you on this map when most Zergs feel pretty confident playing a normal game here.
I see.
Whereas Metal's still, it's a good map for Zerg.
I feel like this is a really hard map versus all-ins, though. You don't agree?
It is, but But it's almost
So
it's a hard
close.
map.
Makes roaches really good.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones here are, if anything, even better than they are on metal. But it also the regular play is so good too that you know, it's like you're not worried about something that's scary if it means it won't do something else that's also scary, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, anything Zerg does on this map is just scary.
Yeah, so you're not so worried about fighting all in when that means that you won't have to worry about you know, their mass roaches in this map. Or
Right.
but yeah, it's similar to metal and about how hard it is to stop and all. If anything, it's a little bit harder because it's a little bit harder to wall in behind the minerals, and the walking distance is about the same as close air metals a little bit.
I guess that's true, huh? I didn't really think about that.
Yeah. It's also it's a little more distance between your nexus and your ramp. So there's like a couple aspects that make it tricky.
Right. Okay. Uh-oh. Run him away.
So one thing I actually forgot to get the cannon. I got the second pylon and everything before the cannon, which is
Risky, to
well,
say
it's
the
just
least.
dumb. Yeah, it's just dumb. I should still be okay though here.
But he would have had to commit by now, right?
Yeah, probably. I got probes hockeyed so I can try to get him down here in time. I might have pulled him a tiny bit too late though, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. So if you can stop him at the ramp, that's really what you want to do. But yeah, so I mean, you don't ever want to let Zergans get in your base like this. It's just really, really annoying.
Yeah. Jake loves doing this.
Yeah, and you know, if I just got the cannon a little bit earlier, this would have been fine.
Yeah, probably would
Definitely
have.
don't use probes like that.
Your probes are under attack.
Does this affect the ability to do, obviously, the 8 gate, or?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
So with this build, you generally just keep making probes until about 32 food. Then you cut probes.
Right.
Just have to make sure the mineral walk the probey focus is back. And I got that one, but it cost them 2 Zergans, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. As long as you get rid of them, you'll be okay
Yep.
with it. Yeah.
Then you're happy.
Yeah.
Those guys are so annoying. It messes you up. Is the amount it damages you is the amount in which you make macro errors because of that kind of. So from here on out, I would want to make no more probes.
Oh, no more probes. Wow.
No more probes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna get 2 more probes. I lied.
Wow, it's on that low of a probe count?
Yeah, if you look at
Holy
the mineral
smokes.
income, it's pretty close to. Well, I mean, because what you do is you get the gateways, and while the gateways are building, you build up to you have close to 16 minerals at each base. But
Okay.
you gotta start these gateways early.
Okay. So how many do you build, like, early? Like, wow. You build all 8 early? Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Okay. I didn't realize it was this early.
Yeah, I mean that's why this is a build pretty much only see Koreans do. Which say, let's build another freaking. Yeah, I mean you're gonna try to muscle up a pylon.
It's really hard versus roaches.
Research complete.
Yeah, but most Zergs won't get enough in time. It's kind of the hope.
I mean, if they're preparing for 6 gate, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same defense for an 8 gate.
Yeah, I mean 6 gate's just. Oops, I didn't micro that. 6 gate's just kind of a dead build because this is just better.
Okay.
Like
This comes.
I should have microed that better, but
Seems like this
I mean,
comes a little earlier. Yeah.
it comes about the same time, but it's just as stronger. It's like a 6 gate is a less of a commitment, but it's still enough of a commitment. You might as well just do this. This is the way.
Right.
Kind of conventional wisdom. So the whole point of those first units is really just to get an army up, and you want to go sentry zealot. In small numbers of roaches, if you can trap them with force fields, you can
Just
you can
kill
actually,
them.
yeah.
So wow, so you don't wait till the next warping. You just go in on the very first warping.
Time's not your friend here.
Right.
Right now you want to back up, wait for another warping though.
Right. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
You know, because I saw a bunch of roaches coming here.
But it's good because you got them to cancel those spines. I mean, for sure.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you put damage on the hatchery net.
Yep.
So that's the goal. Those,
There
you
you
know, if
go.
you can trap a couple of roaches, that makes it build a lot easier.
This is good. So
Do
good,
you
man.
continue building probes right here or no?
No. You just pretty much with this one, you So here I don't actually want to kill the Nexus because
Kill the
or
hatchery.
the hatchery. I don't want to unleash the broodings while they're still
Oh, you better tell your stalker not to then.
yeah, kinda.
You went stalker.
Yeah. Because you know you can kill them any time, right? So
Yeah.
you just gotta-
Plus, it's I think the architecture or the landscape is good for you too with the hatchery there.
Yep, it is. Yeah, definitely. So here, you know, when you see those overlords, I'm just gonna keep committing to this. Sometimes you can back away. Like a lot of times, you kill a third, you won't be that far ahead because you cut so many probes.
All right, GG, man.
The tough thing there is deciding if they just give up the third totally to make a decision early, whether or not to go for the natural as well, or whether just to crank out probes and try to turn it into a macro game. But it is, you know, even if they make roaches, if they can't get quite enough, you just overpower them. You hit so fast. And it's all because you get that pylon up, basically. If
Right.
you don't get that pylon up, it doesn't work.
Okay. Well, okay, guys. Well, awesome stuff. I think that kind of concludes the playing portion of the show, and I think it was really good. So I think there are a lot of great things that I think came out of it. So hopefully you viewers agree. And right now we're going to go into some Q&A, if you guys don't mind. Does that sound good?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So first off, we have Henry. He's going to see if he's actually still here. And for all you guys, last second to enter the giveaway, you got to add me on Twitter at ChanmanV or retweet my latest tweet, and you'll be entered into the giveaway that we're going to do right after Q&A here. And follow the show if you like the show. Click the follow button on Twitch or on Team Liquid if that's where you are. I guess Henry's not here right now. Oh, there he goes, Henry. Henry, you there?
Hello?
Hey, do you have a question for these guys?
Yeah. So in the PvZ metagame right now, on the ladder at least, on the Forge Expand maps, the Zergs like 7-pull me a lot, and I usually do the pylon and a cannon in base, but I feel like I'm really behind after that point. Is there like any advice or help?
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, Colby.
Losing to 7 pool should really never happen. The things you do for 7 pool is you have to sacrifice your forge and your pylon out in your base. You always have to 9 pylon scout to see it coming. I'm assuming you do. Yeah, like you were saying, you build a cannon and a pylon in your base, but the most important part of this is the second you see that early pool, you non-stop chrono probes and don't stop. You make sure you're ahead in that advantage. So by the time he gets to you, your cannon is about halfway done, and you need to pretty much dance your probes around in like bunching them up with the mineral line. So click each mineral line, and then if they engage you, sure, they'll engage you. You have 18 probes for six lings. So you attack, and then you pretty much go to a mineral line again, and then attack from there. And then ideally you lose like 2 probes maximum, and then your cannon finishes. And then he'll run away and go kill your forge and your pylon. And then you just keep chronoing probes, but the second your cannon finishes, you need to build a gate and pretty much start 3-gate expanding right from there. And what I like to do is I'll either 6-gate pressure while I never stop building probes, but that pretty much ensures him to have to build units while he never had that early economy lead that Zergs normally have. So
Okay.
What do you think, Nick? What would you say?
I'd totally agree with everything, except I'd actually suggest even getting the gateway before the cannon finishes. You usually have the money to do that.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
only reason I say that is because you're kind of, normally distracted or concentrated, however you want to say it, on the links. It's just hard to do that. It's the easier
Easier to
way. But yeah, definitely,
one thing at a
ideally, get the gateway down ASAP. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks for the question. All right, we got John next here.
Hey guys,
Hey, John.
how's it going?
Good. You got a question?
Yep. Awesome show tonight, by the way. It was one of my favorites.
Thanks.
I just wanted to know, what is y'all's favorite matchup, and what is your least favorite?
My favorite matchup is PvP, and I guess if you want a reason why, I win it the most.
That's always a good reason.
And my least favorite matchup is PvT for a similar reason. It's by far my weakest matchup. And also, versus Terran though, it's kind of weird. Like, I sometimes beat like really, really good Terrans, but it's a matchup I lose by far the most to Terrans who I don't consider quite at my level. Like, I feel I can lose to any Terran. It's just easy to lose. It's kind of frustrating.
Pretty hard to stem.
Nice.
My favorite matchup is protoss versus Zerg. I don't know. I just love watching Zerg lose. So
Oh man, it's so harsh.
nothing
That is
better.
harsh.
And then I don't like PvP. Like, I don't dislike it, but as Nick was just saying, I definitely lose PvP the most, just like PvT is his worst for that reason.
Thank you. Y'all
All
keep
right.
being awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right,
you
thanks for
too.
the question. Okay. Next we got Anthony. It's actually Talix. Talix has a question.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Alright, so my question is this. Sometimes when I'm playing in Protoss versus Zerg and I've gone for a Fast Forge Expand, I like to go, obviously, early Void Ray to try to pressure the third. However, sometimes Zerg just seems to blindly counter by getting really early Hydralisks. If I already have Void Rays and they've gone for that Hydralisk route, what's a way that I can tech out of it? Because I seem to lose a lot to that.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
Nick,
Colleen.
that's a good answer
Okay.
for you.
Okay, because I do this build a lot. There's two ways. One is if you just get a lot of gateway units and take a third. Void Ray Sentry Stalker does amazing against Hydralisk. If you have a good Sentry count, you just keep partitioning and cutting off layers and layers of Hydralisk. And because the Void Rays don't have any collision sides with ground units, you can basically, even if you're in a position where maybe each of the battle lines can only have 10 to 12 units, you can actually have more because you 10 to 12 Stalker Sentry, plus you have like 4 Void Rays on top, and you're going to gang up on, maybe use Force Fields to gang up on like 8 Hydras at a time. You can trade super efficiently. The other approach, which is more common, is just go into Colossi behind it. And then if you do that, you'd want to start the Robo at the very latest when your second Void Ray comes out, or when your second Phoenix first Phoenix comes out after the first Void Ray. And then, because if you're doing that, you're investing money in that tech, you probably have to wait to get Colossi before you can take a third safely, if you're not going to get a lot of gateway units. So you want to get on that Colossi pretty quick.
Right, but you're saying, though, that I guess the more economic way of doing it would just be get that, the Zealot, or the Stalker Sentry Void Ray, and just try to get that third up a lot sooner?
Yep. And you probably want to go up to 7 or 8 gates. Like, maybe you're on 4 gates and a Stargate, you take your third and immediately add in 4 more gateways so you can warp in enough units to defend.
Alright.
All right, thanks for the question, Anthony.
No problem.
Take it easy. Okay, we don't have any more Skype call-ins, but if you guys want to ask maybe 3 or 4 more questions on the stream chat, you guys are free to. Let's see if we have any more questions here. Let's see. I'll ask one, I guess. Who do you guys... Okay, so this is kind of an interesting question. Right now, who do you think is... Just for both of you guys, who do you think is the best like in your opinion, in the world at each matchup in their respective races?
You want to take that one first, Colby?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to take it first? I don't know. I don't watch enough to really have a good answer on that.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
I know Parting is doing amazing,
Yeah. he
Protoss
is.
wise.
Or who
Yeah,
are your,
I don't know.
Who
I
are your
don't really
favorites?
watch enough Pro.
Who are your favorites?
I like Puzzle. I really like Puzzle. Slayer's Puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good one.
That's my favorite.
How about you, Nick? Or the original question.
For just Proto, I think Genius is probably the best in every matchup, but I think everyone's bad in PvP.
Okay.
Like none of the top green Proto, they're all the top green Protosses. PvP is by far the weakest matchup. It's not as noticeable because they're all bad at it.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Okay.
when I say bad, I mean relative, right? I think it's just, up until recently, Protoss hasn't been doing so well in Korea, so they haven't been getting as much practice. The top Protosses, there's only a few of them historically, so they haven't been getting as much practice.
I see.
But PVZ, Parting might be close to Genius. And MC and Parting are pretty close to Genius's level in PVZ. And PVT, Oz might be pretty close. I think I'm pretty impressed with Oz's PVT. His late game control is so good.
Oh, who was that? The last
Oz.
one? Oz. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oz
or
is so
Z.
good.
I think it's Oz, but some people call him Z. I'm not really sure what it's
Right.
supposed to be. But overall, I think Genius is the best in every matchup. If this included other races as well, Terran is a little bit trickier. I think Marine King has the best TVP, but the other Terrans are better at other matchups. TVT, it's hard to tell. There's a lot of Terrans who I think Gumiho is probably some of the best TVT, Gumiho and MVP. Gumiho is just so good at multitasking everywhere, which is so big in TVT. And then TVZ, Jokshi, MVP, Gumiho again. One of those three guys are all. Terrans is harder to pick out one guy, except for TVP. I think Marine King definitely stands number one with that.
Okay.
With Zerg, Stingray Goo's kind of the best at everything right now.
Yeah, so it seems like it at least.
His ZVP is his weakest matchup. I'm trying to think if there's a Zerg who's better.
Well, isn't Stefano's EVP really good?
Yeah, but to call that the best is hard.
It's not better than Dongri Goose, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't even know if Stefano's ZVP is any better than ZVT or ZVZ. Stefano's just a really good player overall.
Right.
I'd definitely put him in. I think I might even put him in the top 5 Zergs.
Oh, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. But I think Stefano's actually a pretty balanced Zerg. I don't think he's skewed in his matchups. He's really good in every match. His ZVZ might even be one of his best. People say he just can't be beaten ZVZ.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. One question. Oh, when are you going to start streaming again, Nick?
So right now I'm actually building another computer. I've actually got to build. I've got all the parts put together. I haven't yet installed Windows and all that stuff, but it's mostly just I've been doing a lot of lessons lately. I don't have a team right now, so it's streaming doesn't really. I never really make any money off streaming. I enjoy doing it, but I've had to do a lot more lessons lately just to rent and food and insurance are all pretty expensive. So
Yeah.
doing a lot more of those.
The real life of gaming,
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, the insurance is big in the States. That's
Insurance, you're
moves-
talking about like car insurance
Health-
and
health
health insurance. Oh,
insurance.
health insurance. Yeah,
Yeah.
health insurance.
yeah, it's
God, health
several hundred
insurance is
months,
so much. Yeah, I hear you, man. I got 3 kids, so I know how much health insurance is, Scott. But okay, let's get back to the game. Okay, let's get one for Colby here. Let's see, 2 more questions. God, there's a lot of questions all of a sudden. CPU day. Let's see. Okay, so it says in PVT, I do the usual 1-gate expo, but then I end up getting hit with strong 1-base attacks or all-ins right as the natural expo finishes. I lose every time. What do I do?
You gotta spend 2 or 3 chronos on units if you're 1-gate expanding, or you gotta spend all your chrono on cyber and have 4 gates ready pretty much right when your warp gate's done. And then it's just good micro. If you're going to one gate expand, you know, obviously you're taking a little bit of a risk and you're trying to go for the unique economy build, so it just takes good unit control. But it definitely can happen, and it does happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
One thing everything you said is pretty much spot on. The one thing I'd add is there's a lot of different ways you can one gate expand, and if you're running into problems, I do like the most safe way, which is off of 1 gas and expand at 30 food. So you get 3 egos, zealot, stalker, and then you expand behind that.
okay.
So it's a 30 food expand, whereas there's some that are like 20, 22, 24, and those are just the 30 food one is by far the safest against early marine or marine marauder pressure, which is what I'm assuming. If it's hitting when the expansion finishes, it's not a tech build. It's marine
that's
marauder.
definitely
Yeah.
what I was taking it as.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Since we went over PVZ, this is kind of a general question, but you know, it's very close to what we were kind of doing tonight. What's something about the PVZ matchup that you don't think is common knowledge that maybe we didn't even talk about tonight? Is there like a little tidbit that you might want to give everybody?
Being okay with letting the Zerg have another base on you.
Okay.
It's pretty normal as long as the protoss sticks to your game plan and, you know, has 3-4 base. There's not much the Zerg can do, so don't get overwhelmed and stuff by the Zergs having so much and more bases. Because really, as you've seen even tonight, really, I mean, how much units do Zergs throw away? Like that's what Zerg is.
That's true. I mean, the Protoss units are much, you know, they're supposed to be more cost efficient because they can't build units as fast. So
Yeah.
it's kind of how they were designed.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people freak out because I go to Zerg's got, you know, X bases, but, you know, that's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The one thing I say that's kind of not so much common knowledge is that most of the game is a Zerg with a speed advantage and you have the hard hitting army, but late game once you get a lot of warp gates with speed warp prisms, Protoss has insane mobility because you can warp in like 10, 15, 20 zealots, and those can kill a hatchery, a hive, greater spire like super fast. So the late game, I think it's good to switch your mindset, which a lot of people don't do, is switch your mindset from, oh, this build is Doom Army, go fight him. That's good until the late mid game, but the super late game, you definitely try to utilize that mobility a lot
I see.
to hurt their economy.
Okay, well, guys, thanks for the questions, and obviously thanks to you guys for answering all the questions. Obviously we couldn't answer all the questions, but you know, hopefully you guys at least got you know, or the few people who did get their questions had you know, obviously got them answered. But at this point, we're gonna do the drawing for the man packs, $70 man packs, and let me do it right now. So how about why about one of you guys pick a number between 1 and 10?
Just say it.
Yeah, just say it.
Yeah, 7.
All right, 7. You're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the winner of the man packs is Isaac Ken Earl. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Isaac Ken Earl. I guess the Twitter name is, I think it's Deluxe Tuxedo. I will be getting in touch with you, and we will have a man packs mailed out to you from manpacks.com. And it should be a pretty cool thing, and hopefully you guys that are watching check out that website because those are really good guys, and it's a pretty cool. It's kind of an interesting idea they're doing over there. So check it out. And why don't we end the show with some shout-outs? Any shout-outs or plugs you guys want to do?
Yeah, I definitely want to give a shout out to Twisted Oak Studios. They've been helping me out a little bit. They're a great game company from Canada. And I should go check them out. You just type them into Google, see what they make.
Awesome.
And also shout out to all the watchers of the show and ChanmanV for hosting us.
No problem.
Shout out to VV and everyone watching in ChanmanV.
Awesome. Thank you to you guys for obviously being a guest again on my show. I always appreciate and like it when you guys are on the show. It's just really comfortable having you guys on the show, and it's it's really easy. So definitely it's fun to have you guys. And tomorrow night we're going to be doing I'm going to be doing a King of the Hill tomorrow night, and these two guys will be participating. And for you guys to let me link the TL thread here for the King of the Thread. We got a pretty good player lineup for you guys to check out. It's going to run for a while here. So it's going to run for about 5 or 6 hours. I bet it's going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it'll probably run 5 or 6 hours. We have Golden Light, who used to be on Slayers Golden. He's got 3 wins going in, so he'll pretty much be on the hill. And it's 4 wins, you win $100. So that should be fun. I want to give a shout out to all my mods, as usual, like all these people that helped me out with the show. The StarCraft 2 community is like nothing else, guys. I mean, it's so great when a lot of folks are just, really helping each other out. Like, we're not talking about like paying each other or anything like that. We're just people volunteering time to help other projects out. Like, people have helped me out, by modding and just giving me feedback. Like, guys like TechStarcraft, Vice Conroy Trio, Peon, these guys help me immensely. And guys who do overlays like Seraphim SC here, he does overlays for free. And I hope I'm kind of part of that community too. And I'd like to help out any other people that that need help or whatever, like maybe promoting their thing. Like, I like Talix here. Talix does show matches. Nostalgia Talix. He just did a show match yesterday that was really good with Ghost User and who was it? Artist, I think. So a lot of really cool small projects going on, including myself, and hopefully we can keep that going. Because honestly, guys, none of us are making money. I don't know what other people think, but I'm just investing money just to give you guys a good product here, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And so are these other people. They're just investing time and money just to help the community out and grow esports in what little way we can. So let's just keep that going. And next show, the VODs for this show will be up later, I guess this morning if you're on the East Coast now. But next Monday, or the Monday show, we're going to have DJ Wheat and Machine on for a one-on-one coaching show, so that should be fun. And I'll call it a show. I will do a couple. I'll do probably 2 or 3. Well, I'll do 2. I'll do 2 4v4 after parties after this. So join the ChanmanV channel to do it. I'm gonna say bye to these guys, and then we'll start those up. So I will be right back, but I'll say bye to these guys. All right, see you later.
See you, man.
There.
Alright guys, I'm back. Let's get some 4v4s going here. Let's see, any questions here? Any questions actually before we start the 4v4s? I'll take any questions regarding the show. while I'm starting this puppy up. Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that show. I think that was a really informative show. So props to iSAxslav and Rocker. They got my formats down now. So they are the man. When is the Idra show? I don't think I can afford Idra actually. So considering he charges $500, I think. I don't think I'll be getting him ever in the near future. Isaac, I'm assuming you're the Isaac, right? I need to get in touch with you. Actually, if you don't mind putting your actually you probably don't want to do your channel. Why don't you Skype me, Isaac? Skype me at ChanmanV. Skype me your email address. Yeah, Skype it to me, and I will get it to you. Or we'll get you that man packs. Thanks for entering. Thanks for adding me. Trying to build our Twitter following, guys, so we can or so I can just get you all news about the show. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to add toxic here. Get you news about the show just in more timely fashion, because I'm always tweeting all stuff about the show, and obviously not everybody sees the bumps on the TL threads, so I feel like Twitter's the best way to get things done. Yeah, ChanmanV is my Skype. Okay. No mods. Let me get my mods on the line. Sorry, I always forget. Here we go. Good. Hold on a second. Let me switch over. People can hear. Okay. All right. Can you hear? There you go.
So.
Pretty good show, right?
Yeah, I only caught the tail end of it. I'll have to watch the VODs, but it was pretty cool, that 8-gate, although as a Zerg
man,
player,
it's nasty, isn't it?
now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nasty. Okay, let's add to my... Thanks, Toxic. Thanks for the games, Toxic. Thanks for the games, LZ Gamer also. Alright, let's add... Okay, let's add Taeguk. Taeguk wanted to play, but... Oh, he declined my invitation. Alright, Tylex, you can in. Tylex, we'll try to get you... I'll get in touch with you. We'll try to get you in tomorrow to cast a little bit in King of the Hill. Get some players and community casters. It'll be fun. Okay, you guys in here, or you guys want to watch or no?
I can come in if you need someone.
Oh, we don't have anybody. We have enough players right now, but maybe the next one then. Okay, let's start this puppy up. I better pick Zurich, man. Maybe I should start cursing. I always start cursing once we start playing these things. I'm just a more professional, I guess, when the show's on.
Mooch is a first-time viewer, I can tell.
What?
Mooch is a first-time viewer.
No, Mooch has been on here before. I've seen him before, or maybe I've seen him on other streams before.
Okay, well you must have missed the after party then.
Yeah,
every time.
I'm always cussing on these things. So, but yeah, guys, I'll be casting the Imager Team League too. That's hosted by Legion and Team Legion and the CSN guys on this weekend. So check me out there if you. Okay.
We require more minerals.
Am I in a team, Chan?
I don't know, actually. Are you?
What color are you?
I'm green. No,
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I'm green. Yeah. Wow, there's a dark green and a green. Oh, is it messed up?
Playing or not.
Yeah. Let me. Sorry, guys. I didn't have the transition thing on. Okay. Thank you. Gotcha. Oh no, I've had Talix allocate. Talix, you're in the next one. Shit. I knocked Talix out into the U trio. Hey.
Huh?
I put one of our viewers in India ops.
Oh,
Oops.
okay.
I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
I
Oh,
swear
actually,
to God.
that's a. I saw a cool idea. Why don't we do like a King of the Hill, where we join one of those peep mode things?
What peep mode? What's peep mode?
It's
Oh,
like
peep mode
it's
is
the new King of
awesome.
the Hill, where we can have like 16 people in.
Oh, one of those. I see.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. We should try that after this 4v4.
But King of the Hill's 1-on-1 though, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that's gonna take forever, dude. I mean,
We require more
yeah, but
minerals.
we can play a few
require
games
more
and call
minerals.
it fun.
guess. I mean, it'd be fun, but I mean, I can't hang around. I can't hang around for too long here. I need to get the guests to play one, man. I think that'd be more interesting. It's just I haven't really asked them to, like, as part of being on the show.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll start doing that. We'll see. What do we get up to, guys, tonight? Like 3 something?
250.
Yeah. When I came in, it was.
No, it was over 3 at one point. I saw it. But
Yeah.
that's cool. That's good. That works. That's about right, I think, for their following.
Yeah.
We
I was
require
expecting more, but
minerals.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I mean, Axel hasn't been streaming much lately, so I
No, like
wasn't.
you were competing with the off the record with Leenock.
yeah, GSL.
Oh, really? Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But
I almost didn't have this.
considered
I had the worst migraine headache like the second half of the day today. Like seriously, I actually thought about not having the show. It was so bad.
You'll be our first ever cancel.
I know. I didn't want to. That's why. But God, I could barely open my eyes. It was so bad. Those are issues. I always wondered like why these pansy like athletes like can't take a headache. I'm just like fuck. Okay, now I know what it's freaking like.
We require more minerals.
Painful.
Just call athletes pansies.
Well, they are nowadays.
Our allies are in
Freaking
combat.
taking
Just
like missing games and shit for like stupidest things.
what do you mean?
A contusion.
Allies are in combat. Not enough energy.
Come on, you can't tell me athletes are bigger wusses nowadays than they used to be. Kevin, support me here. Come on, dude. Oh, Kevin's not here?
Allies are in combat.
He's not even here.
Doesn't support you.
Oh man, he knows what I'm talking about. Freaking hockey players
Like
might
what
not.
kind of-
Hockey players, like basketball players, they freaking sit out games for like the dumbest injuries that aren't even injuries. I mean,
Yeah, but Chan, do you play basketball at a pro level?
oh, I'm just talking about like, you know, like guys
But
like 10 years ago.
don't.
Guys 10 years ago. I'm serious. I mean, these guys sit out seriously for like the littlest things. I mean, sometimes they're obviously serious. No, you can't blame them for that. But man, some of them are like, really? You're sitting out for like a jammed finger? Really?
Sitting out in which hockey?
In sports, not hockey.
Oh.
But like basketball players and
That shit hurts.
Oh.
you know what I mean? They sit out for like really weak ass injuries now. That's because they make so much damn money now, you know?
Allies are in combat.
It's like they
Okay.
they don't want to play with any little injury. That's why guys like Cal Ripken, you know, those type of streaks will never be broken again. Because you know, athletes won't play it injured anymore. Which sucks for fans, because fans will go to games and all of a sudden like there's nothing to see. Because those guys are sitting out sometimes. Okay, enough of that my rant about that. But
ChanmanV's after show where you can hear him rant.
exactly. After our soapbox with ChanmanV.
Centuries.
Oh, I didn't see what's going on up there. Oh shit.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
lot of. That's a lot of.
There's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of roaches. Shit.
Allies are in combat. We require more.
Oh shit, I can't see that.
Come help me out, Chanman.
Trying. Well, I don't got enough DPS. We don't got enough DPS here, dude. Okay, here we go. Go, go. Let's try. Back up, back up, back here for sentries. Oh shit, you just donated him. That's not good for me. Okay. Oh, that's fine. It's good for you though. I'll come right in right after.
Protoss reflexes.
Oh god, my lings are just complete waste here. I'm not gonna do anything with my lings here. I just hold position these fuckers. God.
I used more energy
Oh,
than
what
I
happened to my
wanted.
sound?
Why is it
Sound
void
switch
race
shit.
for
What
me?
happened here?
Under attack.
I can't hear anybody. Shit.